our first playoffs 5-game match.
It'd be historic enough, honestly, for this to go 5 games. I don't think most people would expect it the whole distance. And this is the first time we see Suyo getting picked up in this series. Which in of itself is a weird thing to even say, because Suyo is such a popular pick. But that means that theoretically, people will be looking at Calteezy to be the one that's moving faster.
Yeah, definitely. King Kong will definitely have a tougher time in the early game on the Hayabusa. But still, Hayabusa is a pretty solid pick up against the Suyo. It's not going to be like a game 1 type of deal with the Lucas, right? Against the, what was it, Fredrin? Up top, you can see Kirk already getting bullied, but really, CC can't get bullied. It's, when you send someone up top, you're just sending them to clear the way because both of you will be bullied by the CC.
That, and also you're helping him restore some health.
Oh, good damage over the view! Already used the flicker earlier! This is gonna be first blood for King Kong! Kyle, locked as well, has a bit of damage. Brusco healing back up.
Completely isolated from the team, and just the timing from King Kong was great. Mid-side though.
Blade Surge from Prince Khan. Oh, he's waiting for the bouncing ball. There you go, he goes back in. One last shot should do it. One shuriken. Flicker out from Ogwen. Respect.
So there's 1 death and 2 flickers out from Team Falcon. And the best part is, King Kong doesn't even need to recall. Didn't lose much in these exchanges. Just some abilities, goes back to farming, can prep for the turtle. And now ONIC PH. Brusco sure it's not gonna hit level 4 anytime soon, but King Kong sure as heck have an advantage.
Oh, you can see that Super Friends has already put a little bit of damage over to Calteezy. Just needs 1 more snack for the yin-yang reaction. Turtle reset, but Brusco was in the pit. King Kong gets the orange buff. That's double buff for King Kong. Again, it's not over to Brusco now. Kirk walks in again. We're going to be the retry win for Calteezy, but the shadow kill for King Kong gets him down. 3v4 SOD.
He's going to come in, and Marco not able to find much, but the duality brings Kirk back, and that makes Marco's time worth it.
You got to try to out-muscle ONIC Philippines, and that's the muscle. Super Marco coming in late. King Kong gonna be looking for the quad shadow here. Finds it on few, but there's Spear Misery, yin-yang reaction, 1 last shot for Prince! Doesn't get it.
King Kong Shadow didn't lash onto Few. I think that would have been just enough to take Few down. He doesn't have the flicker yet. Either way, they did force the recall, and once more, for King Kong, he loses nothing. Ogwen is charging on the Tyrant's Rage. Doesn't find anything. Little Wanderer for ONIC.
ONIC Philippines still keeping the lead. Despite losing out on that retry, losing out on the skirmish earlier, they were able to get some cheeky first phase, or first few minute picks. And I think a lot of the gold has got to be up top. Kirk is bullying Flapteezy on the high-lows. And you know what? We've been talking about this all throughout the series, Husky. And it's happening now. We're putting Flapteezy on a non-playmaking hero.
It's the most non-playmaking one we've seen the entire series for him. Kara gets a free trip back bottom too, so loses nothing to Super Marco. In fact, once more, Kirk gains priority topside. Not only he bullied Flap, now he's getting extra gold from the turret too. And Kyle, he got the small beetle, a small price to pay.
Yeah, look at the vengeance already from Kirk too. Curtain call over to Kyle. Zoning him away. Good damage, good chunk of damage. King Kong is actually ahead in farm, in XP. Uh-oh, gank up top. Flap doesn't have to go to his pathway, already used it up earlier, but luckily Kirk does not have the curtain call, so Flap is all good up top.
He just continue to bully Flap.
Hey, okay.
They're not having fun at all. Boss like Kara 1v2 against Marco, and Ogwen almost kills Marco.
Once the Harith gets a Starlium Scythe.
That version.
Hold up. Oh, no one's taking it. Oh, man. I thought King Kong was going to be the one taking it there just to get the quad shadow in. But it will be a free, neutral objective. But yeah, when you have a Starlium Scythe, you know that counter that we were talking about? The Harith could, the Mossum could beat the Harith. It becomes a no-no.
We'll find Brusco in the bush, who easily gets away. And Flap is just having a rough time on this high-low. He's walking around the map, he's trying to make something happen. But I think right now, he might have to relegate himself being the secondary roamer for the team. He essentially has lost control of the lane. They went for a lane swap because Marco cannot stay bot side against Kara anymore.
Slow. Very slow from ONIC Philippines, but steady. You can see the gold leaderboard here, Kelra up top. It's not that far off of the lead. I mean, Super Marco is still keeping up. 700 gold lead for Kelra.
Oh, King Kong with a jump too. Just the
Yeah.
response of Brusco. And nothing gained from Falcons. They did force an AOG, so but there's no objective to be contested.
Super Friends will be caught by Blade Surge. Also a Queller, just more poke, but just look at the timing for the next neutral objective. It's so far off, and ONIC Philippines knows it. That's why they're walking up in lanes. That's why they are taking a few more risks here and there. It's because there's no way for Team Falcons to be able to really punish them.
And nothing to gain for Falcons. ONIC Philippines, for them, it's just a chance to reassess the state of the map. Kelra, just wave, goes for a recall, now goes back up top. Both goal laners are constantly just trying to dodge each other. I say that, but it's Marco trying to dodge Kelra. Now Kelra gets another free lane, and Flap is he's just thinking to himself, man, I am not having fun at all.
And you can see ONIC Philippines already. Also Team Falcons like, oh, diversion, phew, caught in a tough spot. Will just be poked down by that yin yang reaction. That didn't even land. That was just like, well, I think one splash.
Yeah, there's one splash of the dispersion. So now Turtle is definitely going to come back up. Flap has an off angle, but he himself isn't enough. Falcons need to be ready, and I don't think they have damage yet. The fight is going to end pretty fast.
Look at the bottom lane. SOD thrown at the fight. Will be able to connect on the Super Prince right now. It's asking the Lantern Flare from Few. Crimson Beacon is Calteezy was able to steal it out, but it's a Mind Force from Kelra with the Chrono Dashes. Just deal a bit too much. The AOG is used up top over to Kyle Teasy. He's able to escape. Ogwen, not sure about him. Bouncing ball, gets out.
And the fights are ending way too quickly for Falcons to really utilize this Drustin and Hylos. They want to be able to extend these fights to make use of it. Ogwen finally blows his flicker. So the consolation prize is Super Marco getting a bottom tier 1. But right now this Drustin isn't able to be put to full use. So fights are again ending too quick.
It's been really good though. Oh, Flap Teasy clears pathway, locking him down. Kirk able to escape. But yeah, for Falcons, it's been pretty good. They have been able to actually secure most of the neutral objectives at the start despite not having control. It's just been Kyle on the Soul Sever red tree.
I would say that all things considered, I agree. Just 1,000 goal advantage for ONIC BH, right? Like, we praise them, they've been doing almost everything right. But Falcons, they are keeping up. And Marco is effectively dodging Kelra. He's getting things done in the abandoned lane. And Flap, even though he's getting shafted, still able to keep keep his team held together. Both goal laners will trade their side tier once more. In this state, I think Falcons definitely have been able to stop down ONIC PH's timing. Right now, they get their own room to breathe.
And now they're back to even, by the way. I mean, look at that gold lead. We saw earlier, gold leaderboard, it was ONIC Philippines, Kelra, hold up. Curtain call, that's a taunt. Ogwen is going to fall. I don't think there's any way around it. No, he gets the help of the Revitalize from Flap Teasy. But hold up, 5-man diversion, no, 4-man. They're gonna come in all the way. What a taunt from Brusco. Super Marco down, Flap Teasy as well. And Kirk is just swinging that yo-yo.
Super Friend is a magician. Again, those off-tempo plays, they will find Kirk who pops the Vengeance.
Uh-oh, AOG, the Vengeance, and the pullback. What is that reaction? Super Friends! Oh my lord, that damage!
And it was like what, a 1 for 4? So worth it. You only lose Kirk, but you gain so much. Mid-tier 2 goes down. Lord just spawned King Kong, steals the orange away. Now that goal advantage extends by another 1,000 King Kongs. Low, little bit, mid-side, they do catch Prince, but he flickers.
Flickers out to safety, gets a in reaction, and Kelra's on the Zaman Force. They can't get a pick.
Divergent to top 2, they're gonna send Kelra back there as he continues his conquest to farm up that Holy Crystal. He is so close, you can smell that Holy Crystal. That inevitable power spike that's gonna put Kelra in an unstoppable position.
Lord, now gonna be contested by ONIC Philippines. As we enter the 10th minute mark, can Team Falcons even fight is gonna be the question now.
Hopefully it's like a god cash, but I don't see it happening anytime soon. Conceal already blown. Lord should go to OP.
Definitely no Caltizi to be seen right here. He's too far away. King Kong gets it. Caltizi with a revitalized Shadow Kill, just shredding him down with the help of Kirk. And now it's Ogwen with the bouncing ball flicker, and now Caltizi with the defensive blade surge. The SOD landed, but now diversion. It's an ambush from ONIC Philippines.
Yeah, they leave Marco to create pressure up top, but ONIC Philippines just says, hey, I'm going to slay your entire team. And guess what, Caltizi held hostage bot side. If you want to recall, you better do the walk of shame. Lord coming down mid.
10 minutes and 40 seconds. This base turret will fall. 2 members down. Spawn Force coming down as well. Now Caltizi shredded again. Marco disintegrated by King Kong.
And that's a 3-1 victory for ONIC Philippines. The Thunder Heralds once more make a